Qualities to attract a masculine man. A couple days ago, I did the opposite video. If you want a feminine woman, and I talked about the things guys need to do to be able to attract that into their life. And so we are going to get into it today for you. If you're a guy watching this, I would also recommend continuing to watch it to know what to look for in a feminine woman. But what I have found is that the number one thing a woman needs to understand, the number one word a woman needs to understand to be able to attract in a masculine man and keep him, which I think is ultimately key, is surrender. And when I say surrender, I hope it triggers some of you, because surrender is not a form of weakness or meekness, but it's actually a form of power. It's a form of letting go of control. It's a form of trying to control everything in your head and actually sitting back into your body and relaxing into the situation to say, I am with someone so powerful that I can just chill. He's got me. I'm protected. I'm safe. Surrender. And most women today are so in their head, believing they always have to be on guard, believing they also have to control the situation, believing they have to make it happen, that they never let go of control. And see, if a man does not feel powerful in his home, a man will not feel powerful in the world. If a man doesn't feel the power to be able to lead his relationship and his household, he is not going to feel like he has the power to be able to lead in life. This is key as a man. And you might be saying, hey, I don't want my man to lead me. You know, we're equal parts in this relationship. And you could definitely have that in a relationship. You can have a relationship where you guys are both the leader. But deep down inside, I think you know that the most happy you're going to be in a relationship is when you're with a man strong enough who can handle it. You don't have to be in your head thinking and leading all the time. This doesn't mean he's not taking your advice. This doesn't mean he's not taking your input and your insights and your intuition, which is way more powerful than his. But it's recognizing that he is the person leading you and the relationship. And the more a man can feel a woman is willing to surrender, in all situations, right? What is the best sexual experience for a man is a woman who is courageous enough to surrender and be open to what he is wanting to do in that moment, in that experience. It's a form of beauty for a man to experience that. And so your ability to trust him to lead, to give that space where even if he messes up while he's leading, but you're still there with him, you will start to create a man who is more masculine and more powerful. Every man watching this knows they have a superhero within them, and that superhero comes out when the woman they're with believes he is that man and treats him as if he is that man, the man. So, to maintain, attract, and help build a man to be more masculine, it's about understanding that you have to let go of control for him to lead. And if you do that, he will step up to the plate if he's the right guy. He will put in the effort and become a man he has never even been. Stronger, more powerful, more intelligent, more loving for you. But the problem is so many women think the moment I let go of control, the moment I'm not right on his case, he is going to start taking control and manipulating me and being a tyrant and all these different things. But the reality is, for most masculine men, the moment they feel more responsibility is the moment they want to step up to the plate more, is the moment they want to provide even more for her, to give her an even better life than they had even imagined giving her before, because they feel so good and powerful in themselves. Within a masculine man is a desire to conquer, to take over the world, but is also a desire to bring a woman along with him. And so what do you have to do if you're saying, hey, well, I've wanted to do that, but I've trusted other men and they've cheated on me in the past and they've hurt me and all these other things? It is your responsibility as a strong woman to get rid of your baggage. I don't care if 9 out of the 9 guys you have dated have lied and cheated on you. It is your job to go into the 10th relationship as if every man you've ever been with has been a truthful, a gentleman with you who has taken care of you well. Because we do not attract that which we want, we attract which we are. And if you are carrying around this fear, if you are carrying around this doubt, this distrust for men, you are going to attract men who are not trustworthy. You're going to attract men who don't treat you with the level of respect and love you want. But if you can step into the power of treating a man like he's going to become that guy, giving him that benefit of the doubt, I guarantee you, you're going to find more and more men who are masculine and strong and who lead you in a very beautiful way. So this goes into another thing. It is not going blindly into relationship and saying, I'm going to trust every man that walks the face of the earth. It is having the courage, just like you had the courage to surrender, to have the courage to actually follow your intuition. Because you know you don't. And whenever you don't, that's where you fuck up. I know the sex is good. I know he's good looking. I know he's successful. But you knew he wasn't a good guy. And now you're carrying around baggage thinking that every time you trust a guy, it's wrong and you're cheated on. But actually, you didn't trust yourself, who you have to trust first. And trusting yourself means trusting not your head, which is coming from fear, but that deep, still, calm voice of intuition that says, I don't think this is the guy. I'm seeing some red flags here. That is power. That is courage. Just like the courage to surrender, to let him lead so you can live the life that you actually really want to live. You can lie to yourself and say you want to live the life when you're in control, but the sexual polarity is not there. It's not. Because deep down in your biology, you want a leader. As much as this society tries to tell you you don't, what do you respond to? What do you sexually respond to? So the courage to surrender has to be coupled with the courage to follow your intuition, which means getting rid of a guy or not being with a guy that intuitively, deep down, the still voice, not the scared voice, the still voice says, I know everything seems right. I know the picture you're painting, the story you're painting in the future seems right, but he's not a good guy. Get out. Oh no, but maybe he'll change, or maybe this will happen, or maybe, I really don't want to let go of this vision I've created for him and I. Get out. Follow your intuition. Be courageous. Intuition is different than that scared, traumatized part of you. That part that doesn't want to trust, or he's good looking and successful, so right away he must be a bad guy. We had great sex, he must be a bad guy. No. Intuition is a stiller, calmer voice. It's not in a rush. It doesn't need the fairy tale future. It's really feeling into, how do I really feel in his presence? When I'm not so emotionally wrapped in it, how do I feel? And the only way to really get to that place is by letting go of control, so you can fully feel. The more you're controlling it with your head, the less you're going to feel. But you have to couple that courage to let go of control with the courage to follow your intuition and cut it off. And your superpower as a woman, I hate to say it, but you need to hear it. It's so true, is your ability to hold out on sex until you've made a determination of if he's a good guy or not. So letting go of control is letting him guide the situation, surrender to the moment, but have a boundary. And that boundary for you, until you know if he's a good guy, is not to have sex with him. Because once you start confusing those energies, it's not good. So that is the ultimate trump card that women have, is the ability to hold out on that. We are not created equal. We are not the same. Men can go and go and go and sleep with a lot of women and not get emotionally attached. That is true. And women, after a certain amount of orgasms with a guy, no matter what you want to say, there's a level of emotional attachment there. So that is it. I hope this helps. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. And let me know any further questions you guys have. Much love to all of you. Go out and get them. Let's go.